The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, I always do half pads, but they still get tired. Yeah, Thursday night, they're just dead. There's nothing you can do. It's not even fair.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's why I have my all-star D-line.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
From his goal line here, Watson.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Certainly not the start they were looking for offensively, coming off that loss last week on the road.
And they didn't do their job. They're going to feel poorly about that. But what they're going to do is look at the defense and say, can you pick us up here? And let's face it, defenses can score. We've seen it, right? They can take the ball away, create a big-time opportunity. Let's see if they can get that done.
Yeah, just something to jumpstart this home crowd. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
Holding.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So stupid. Every time you get a big run.
Sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A handoff for Gibson.
Oh, I thought you were going to get me.
This one up to about the 39 here.
I thought you were going to grab me there.
7 on the ground, 2nd down coming up.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Yeah.
They go play action. Now Heineke. And that's complete.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective
Even
game.
the announcers know my game plan.
On 2nd down.
Oh, you missed.
And he'll go down here at the 35.
You had. There was nothing I could do. You were handed off and you were going to tackle me.
Right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
A 1st down throw for Heineke.
And he takes a shot
he's
on
wide
the
open.
release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn
Risk
the tide.
reward.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Throwing. Heineke. And that is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to
That
play the
was
ball,
there.
not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And this one is right down the middle. And it's 3-0 Washington. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Yeah.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be
I was trying to get back to the deeper guy, but I didn't make it back.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd
return,
and 4.
but re-injury is high.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. That's taken in by Henderson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, I'm streaming. But you could capture and upload.
Watson. He'll buy some time right. It's caught on the right side and Smith.
I was right there. How's it give me pass interference? I was there. It should have been on you.
That'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing
that was my interception. You got to push me out of the way.
And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Henderson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so When they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To the air yet again, Watson. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's dropped just
scramble right, and Chase was there waiting for you.
4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection. Nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash.
I thought you were running. I did a run blitz.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A carry here for the big tight end. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Watson.
Because that's why.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
That's your only hope on that play, was to do a quick throw.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans
You get every throw you make, there's a defender ready to tackle you. Watson.
And high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Yeah.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand
standing there. You didn't block nobody.
Looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because
if he even touches your guy just a little bit, I could have got the corner.
What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January.
Gibson, the X Factor. I'll give it to him.
Out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision.
No idea. Nobody covered Gibson.
And see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's
No,
really
I didn't want to risk it. I could have threw it to somebody, but if you played it, then it was a pick.
Second and goal. Gibson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh, shit.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing.
Your running back was wide open too.
For a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch
I was like, shit, I messed up. I went.
They've got to take care of business first.
13 yards remaining on second down. Here's Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
If I stayed there, I would have picked that, but I went to the right as he was going.
Take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. It's almost like you can see the
needed that pick. Corey took the lead with his guy for interceptions over Minka.
And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now.
It hit his hands.
Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Barely got that
good
off.
For only a couple. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision.
Travis said you were letting him down. Travis needs you to beat me.
Running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good.
Some of my guys, I don't know why.
Because they did give up the touchdown run.
I guess later in the season they're going to be tired.
They've contained him very well. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Heineke now. Flushed out right. This one nearly intercepted.
I was trying to bait you to come up to me.
Big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
I don't need the blitz though.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running left is Henderson.
Turn around. Holding.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, as soon as you start like changing direction, and then you get holding.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
That was a good run, but all for naught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. Without the previous penalty,
he's
that
wide
would have
open.
been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Of course he catch that
The
one.
quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throw right side.
Oh, he stepped out. He stepped out.
Henderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football.
Your stick broke off.
This is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9. And that will lead
I was
us
trying to follow 12. He
here.
was
The 2-minute warning.
going to be wide open. Corey says he's watching two QBs who can't throw the ball.
I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan.
Oh, come on.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
It's your call. It's 3 or less.
And happy. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down.
We get 3 of them, so make sure you keep track.
For the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Can't cover both sides of the field.
And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st down, it's Henderson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Watson. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now it's Watson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Corey said you're inflating your stats by running 30 yards backwards and then throwing a 40-yard pass.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. On 2nd and 10, Watson sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, what are you doing? Eat that ball.
Clock here now.
I know, that was my D tackle.
To go in this first half.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from
he said Watson was seeing ghosts.
Trying to get one downfield.
Ghosts. Yes.
And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Depends on your power.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yep. Fair bomb or whatever. Fair bum.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
These two clubs running through their final halftime adjustments. It's just about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go back out to Houston, H-Town, and Brandon Gaud.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it
He's my rookie. Don't hurt my rookie. Don't hurt my rookie.
Next drive, the Washington offense. Off the play fake, Heineke. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense.
Even Corey said no fumble on that kick return hit.
Continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Heineke
wide open.
The pressure right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
No hit sticks. No hit sticks. I'm going out of bounds.
Before going out.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to
He was the decoy.
Space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
Nope.
Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down.
I was trying to get my running back right in the flat, but he covered him.
They'll run with Gibson. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Heineke to throw it. The quick slant caught.
Oh, you did. Like worked you on him.
Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2.
I called a run play. I saw you were blitzing, so I audibled.
Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and
I'm
go
right there.
And run the risk
I'm
of
going to get one.
Substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now
Back
with
to
speed.
throw, Watson. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
No.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense,
your defense is non-existent, and Watson is too rattled.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson.
Bit on that.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
6 rushes, 4 yards.
They still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Smith catches left side. Stiff-armed him. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
To throw is Watson.
And
he's caught.
Minka.
Touchdown, Texans. Alan Lazard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
He said the same thing. Why didn't your wide receiver block?
Extra point from McManus is good.
You're lucky. Maybe if he blocked, it would have been holding.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win.
I was pretty much throwing that away. Your guy made a better catch.
Didn't get it done there.
They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level. Make sure that block's secure.
Give me that.
And try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's taken in by Henderson. He'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy.
Of course, you get it right to 4th and 3.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Watson now to throw. Nowhere to go.
Let's
He
go.
lost the football. And the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Corey's like, go for it, go for it, go for it. And then he put shake my head.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, here's Gibson again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. To throw is Heineke. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Gibson here running out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
He juked your guy right out.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that'll be complete to the running back, Gibson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On play action, Heineke. He'll buy some time right.
Oh,
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
He was wide open, Heineke.
And the Texans are right back in this football game.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
God damn, that's why
Houston's offense already
Heineke's so inconsistent.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Second down and 3. Now a handoff for Drake.
I couldn't get over.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, guys on every side.
Target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On second down now, it's Henderson.
Gotcha.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Like the design that we're seeing.
I couldn't cover both guys there.
They need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll run on first down. Henderson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
Yeah, you definitely went to the wrong guy.
His guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Brings him 2nd and 9 at that 13-yard line.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Heineke. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air.
Holding.
Downs,
God damn it.
Picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
I don't see where the holding is. My lineman's all the way back at the line. I'm already past him. We got to lower that penalty. Corey say it has to be hired. Corey say the penalty has to be raised.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
Oh, he fumbled it. He got it back. Oh my God.
That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right.
You didn't even hit. You didn't even hit stick him.
Ball comes free.
It didn't look like it.
That panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball.
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he picked it back up and got like 2 more yards.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
Oh, Breida. He's fresh.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington.
Breida.
Matt Breida, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back
Yeah,
on
Gibson
it,
must
it
have
was just
been
a matter
tired.
of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
You could tell. You could tell he was fresh.
And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone.
That was your chance. Travis said I'm suspended for running up the score.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff, Henderson. And that play went nowhere.
I don't think anybody blocked through.
It'll be back at the 36. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
A flag?
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I don't know. Nothing popped up.
The possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr.
Blitzed you. They didn't get to you.
15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Henderson. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And this is caught now for a late touchdown.
I saw that for the run.
So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Room to run at the 50. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that.
Still got 3 timeouts.
But they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, Gibson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter. Maybe
you covered the guy to the right that time, so I went to the left.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On second down, a run with Breida. Finding room to the 20.
The 12
and
again.
He'll finally be taken down at the 18. 73 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got to go.
I had to pull back. I thought he was going to go in.
Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
I was like, no, don't score, don't score. Boom, boom, 2, 3.
So it's Washington getting the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all.
I'm still pissed about that interception in the end zone. Fucking Heineke.
Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Washington, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.